Hi, everybody. Welcome to another English class here on Verbling.com. My name is Lisa, and I'm one of the teachers here at Verbling. And in this hour, we're going to be having a speaking class. So if you have a reservation for this class, you can go ahead and use your reservation now. If you don't have a reservation but you want to join the class, just wait a couple of minutes. And when you see the join class button up at the top there, then you'll be able to join the class. You do have to be a member of Verbling to join the classes, and you can become a member a couple of different ways. You can join and become a member for $45 per month. So that's just a little bit over $1 a day to be able to take as many classes as you would like. You could also just buy 10 classes at a time. That's about $19. And you can also do a free trial membership if you want to just try it out before you spend your money. Okay, so welcome, guys. Hi, Fernando. Welcome.
Hey, how are you, Lisa?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Okay, and Enoch, how are you? Hi, Enoch. How are you? Robert? Robert Enoch? Let's see. Yeah, your microphone is muted. There you go. But I don't hear you now. It's unmuted right now, but you might want to see if your microphone is actually working. And the way that you can tell is these little green dots show up. So there's some dots, and when you speak, they turn green when your microphone is working. If your microphone, for some reason, isn't working, then you don't see the green. And we don't hear you right now. So you might want to just reload your page, refresh, so you'll go out and then you'll come back in. That works usually. Hi, Alessia, how are you?
Hi, Lisa. Great. And you?
Awesome. I'm doing well, thank you. And Alessia, where are you calling from?
Now I am in San Francisco.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very cool. very cool. With the Indian winter, it's very nice weather.
Yep, great.
As you listen my accent, I come from Italy.
Yes, I guessed. Awesome. So how long have you been in San Francisco?
I just arrived 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah, great.
I'm down jet lag.
Okay. Yeah, resting, getting used to the time difference, yeah?
Yes.
So what will you be doing in San Francisco?
In this moment, I am here to improve and increase my English.
Great.
Because my fiancé have here a new job. He's a software engineering, so he have a job here for an advertising company.
Yeah, great.
I'm, like as you know, I'm like a partner in this kind of new trip.
Okay.
I don't have a real idea what about I have to do it.
Yeah.
Everything is new for me.
Awesome. Well, welcome to San Francisco. My brother and his family, they live in San Francisco near the Golden Gate Park.
Okay, in Presidio block?
A little bit south of that, but close. Yeah, right in there.
In Richmond?
I'm not sure. They live on the street that they live on is called Arguellos. They call it Arguellos Street.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just north of the park, so very close.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm sure you'll have fun. San Francisco's a nice place.
Yes, sure.
Cool. All right, let me say hi to other people who have come in. Hi there, Antonio. How are you today?
Hello, Lisa. I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Awesome. And Hussein, how are you?
Hello, Lisa. I'm doing great. How about you?
Nice picture. I'm good. You know, the other day I had a it was like a reading speaking class, and we were reading about the history of sunglasses and the different styles of sunglasses that people have been using over the last 5 decades or so, and the sunglasses that he's wearing are similar to the ones they call aviator sunglasses, which were popular because of Tom Cruise and the movie Top Gun and some other things, like a lot of cops wear them. So it's funny that that's that cartoon has that. Okay, cute. Okay, and Joseph, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay, Joseph, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Slovakia.
Slovakia. Okay, wonderful. Yeah. I don't know if I've had any students from Slovakia before. Maybe one. Yeah, great. Well, welcome to class. And Mary, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome to class, everybody. This is a speaking class for this hour. And usually during the speaking classes, I choose topics, questions, anything really. Sometimes we look at pictures, and you guys have a chance to express, what you see, talk about what you see in the pictures. But today, I thought it would be fun just to do kind of random questions. So it's not just one topic, but it's what I'm calling just random questions. So they're questions that come from different places where I've used questions before, and they're just totally about different topics. And I have a list of them here, and we're just going to go through them, and some of them you might answer with more words, say a little bit more, and some of them are probably just short answers. When we do this type of class, it's kind of just a way to hear different people's opinions about different things and learn a little bit about them, rather than just pick like one topic, like social media or something like that, and spend the whole hour talking about that. So this is kind of fun, and the way we'll do it is we'll just go down the list, start with number 1, and everybody's going to have a chance to answer answer the question. And of course, you can answer it in your own way. Some of the answers may be similar, but that's okay, even if you're saying something similar to what another student has already said. That's okay, because you need to practice too, and you want to be able to express yourself in your own way. So the first one is, how do you know if someone likes you? And let me just say, if anybody else joins in, we'll just add them to the mix too. I know that Robert here, or Enoch Robert, is trying to join. He's had some trouble with his mic. Are you there? I see you now. Hi there. I'm still not hearing your voice though. One time a couple weeks ago, I had problems with my microphone, and nothing I did would work except for restarting my computer, and then it fixed it. But otherwise, I didn't know what else to do. So maybe you might have to actually restart your computer if the refreshing the page doesn't work. Okay, so Mary, how about we start off with you, Mary? How do you know if someone likes you? And you can answer this any way you understand it. Likes, like as a friend, maybe, just like somebody's, is friendly with you, or likes you kind of in a romantic way. So either way you want to answer it, it's okay.
Okay, I first interpreted it like a romantic question.
Okay, sure.
So,
no problem.
Actually, sometimes I really don't know how I can understand if someone likes me. Of course, if it is a really obvious behavior, like, I don't know, smiles, and maybe he tries to talk to me every when he has the opportunity, also with excuses, or maybe or maybe he tries to invite me to events or somewhere. So yes, I think that this is the kind of behavior that can make
sure.
me understand. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that would be similar, I think. Cool. Okay, Joseph, what about you? How do you know if someone likes you?
I think that when somebody likes me, I need to have with him or her good relationships, be very friendly and helpfully. And
Helpful, yeah.
I don't helpful, yeah, and I think so.
Okay, great.
It's good.
Yeah, sure. Hussein, how about you? How do you know if someone likes you?
If I guess figures likes me, she invites me to somewhere or she texts me a lot more
Yeah,
than you.
probably.
And so that I can understand she likes me, I guess. But sometimes I can be mistaken. I can feel like she likes me.
Yeah, right. It's kind of hard to interpret sometimes. You think somebody likes you and maybe they're just being friendly, you're not quite sure what the motive is. Yeah. It's true because some people, I think especially some women, but also men, they're just very friendly people. And some people think they're flirting with other people, but they're not. They're just being themselves. And so it can be a little different. It probably is different really culturally too. Sometimes maybe, I know like for example, Brazilians are very friendly, and so I think Americans might think maybe she likes me, because she's very friendly and talking to me all the time. Yeah. Okay. Fernando, what about you? How do you know if someone likes you?
When someone like me, I think that she maybe like to spend a lot of time with me or spend a lot of time talking to me for someone for anything, or maybe she looking for any topic, the only reason for talking to me.
Yeah, that's kind of like what Mary says. Maybe finding some excuse to talk to you or to pay attention to you or something. Yeah, sure. All right, Antonio, what about you? How do you know if someone likes you?
For me, it's difficult because I am retired from dates.
Yeah.
I have a couple,
Uh-huh.
a partner in my life, but I am sales representative. For example, when I meet someone, it's very easy to know if this person likes you or dislikes you. Because she smiles, she even laughing, talking to you, spend a lot of time talking to you about several kind of subjects. For example, not only for work or and talk about different things. And I think this is the way you know if you like or dislike someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the ways I would think too, is this, if somebody shows an interest in you and not just a business relationship, but more a personal relationship. Yeah. Sure. Alicia, what about you? How do you know if somebody likes you?
Okay, it's different, for example, because as you know, Italian guys are very expressive, and like if I have like a romantic means, they are very open. And, usually they want to have a fast goal. But it's different. For example, when I live in Ireland, the guys weren't.
Weren't? Yeah, the guys weren't.
Weren't very open. They are friendly, but sometimes they have a different sociability.
Mm-hmm.
And but obviously the people show you a friendly attitude, and obviously they wanna talk with you.
Yeah.
And I feel usually for me the first impression is very important. The female or male, it's not, there isn't a difference for me. I feel if we have something to share or not, and usually I don't wrong. If I have a good impression, the first good impression for me is very important.
Yeah. Is this the first time that you've been in the United States?
No, it's my second time.
Oh, okay. So when you're in the United States, do you find that people are more friendly, the same, or less friendly than people in Italy?
Oh, I think the USA people are very open because I imagine it's for you have many kind of group as international society.
Yeah, true.
A mix up of original and different country. And that is very important. In Italy, we have a different kind of open mind with the people. But I imagine here it's easy to have friends.
Yeah.
I just arrived and I have a new friend.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
It's a barbecue, and a girl come to me and start to speak with me. And yesterday he stay here to my home for a dinner. It's very easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Cool.
But I am talkative, so I imagine that it's very important.
I didn't get that. What did you say? What's important?
I'm my character.
Oh yeah, yeah. You yourself. Yeah.
So for me it's easy. I'm not shy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. So sometimes if you're a very outgoing person, then it can be easier to, hook up with similar type of people, and then it's easier to talk. And yeah. Okay. Ken, what about you? How do you know if someone likes you? In
Maybe
Japan.
like mean love in this context.
Either way. Yeah, I explained in the beginning. You could take it any way. That's kind of like, English is a little vague with the word like. It means a lot of things. So you could take it like as in a romantic way, or just even like a friendship, kind of like if someone seems to like you and wants to maybe be your friend, even.
Yeah, probably for love and like, maybe people kind of person kind of, how can I say, treat me good or helpful or interesting about me. And in love case, romantic case, maybe the action is more than the friend. That's one difference between that. But basically, maybe the person began to be interested in me.
Yeah.
Or treat me good, or maybe ask a question, or to take time with me, or maybe such kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking also probably something you would see on a TV sitcom if you watch like some kind of TV show, American TV show, how people interact with each other. But yeah, generally here in the United States, you kind of get the idea if someone likes you. Like, for example, if you start a new job and people talk to you and they're friendly. They want to get to know you, so maybe they invite you to lunch or they invite you over for dinner or barbecue or potluck or something like this. Yeah, so it's kind of like you get invited to places and people are interested in you and they want you to tag along. So to tag along means to come along. Like if they say, hey, we're going bowling tonight, you want to come? You know, that gives you the message like, hey, these people are interested in being friendly with me. But yeah, the romantic would be maybe more, I think like Fernando said, texting more and maybe even touching or, yeah, asking
Yeah.
you on a date, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably similar. All right. Okay, so the next one is kind of, yeah, it's like random. Like, I don't know if anybody has ever done this. But I have. So I'll tell you my answer to this question is yes, I've slaughtered just chickens before. So I used to have a farm, and we had different animals. Like we had cows for beef, and we had lamb, and those were slaughtered, but I didn't do those. But I have slaughtered chickens to eat, either chickens that were, we grew them specifically for meat, like we call those broilers, or hens who were old, maybe a couple years old, and they weren't really laying eggs very much anymore, so then we would slaughter those to make like soup or something like that. So I also was a vegetarian for 10 years, and then after being a vegetarian, I had a farm and I did this. So that would be my answer to that question. So Mary, what about you? Have you ever slaughtered an animal for food, and would you or could you?
No, I have never done it, and I don't think I would slaughter an animal for food. Maybe if I was in a desert island after eating fruit and vegetables for I don't know for how many years, maybe I would end up killing an animal, but I'm too sensitive to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I imagine a lot of people are like that in this modern day time period. We don't have to do it so much. Also, fishing.
No.
Fishing is similar, but not as much. I have also fished, like when I was a kid with my dad or my family at a camp and stuff, but similar. What about you, Joseph? Have you ever had to slaughter an animal for food?
No, I never been slaughtered some animal for food, but maybe some mosquitoes or cluster flies. But really no. No
Do you
animal
think
for
you
food.
could? Do you think you could, or would you, if you had to?
I don't know. Maybe it will be question between die or be live.
Mm-hmm. Then you
I
would.
don't know, but what?
Then you
Sorry?
would, if you had the situation where, in order to eat, you would have to kill an animal. You could do it then, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Hussein?
I have, but I felt so bad afterwards.
Oh, which kind of animal?
It was a sheep.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Was it for a festival or something, celebration?
Yeah, not a festival. Generally, in my country, people slaughter animals, cows, in an Eid. There's an Eid in Muslim culture, and people slaughter animals. But I haven't done that for that sake. But we bought a sheep for friends to eat,
Yeah.
and then we slaughtered it. It was like a picnic or something.
Yeah.
I have done that.
Yeah. And that was hard for you? Yeah.
That time, but I felt very bad afterwards. Like the goat was beheading me in my dream.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I
interesting.
cannot do that one more time.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting experience. I didn't slaughter I don't know what it was, a goat or a lamb. I didn't kill it myself, but I was at a workshop where you learn how to cut up an animal for meat, for eating and stuff, and also to get its hide, so you can make something with the hide. The hide is like the skin, and so I did some of it. So it's definitely interesting when you have different animals. Like a chicken is not as bad as like a bigger animal. It's definitely something different. Fernando, what about you? Have you ever slaughtered an animal for food?
I think many times, but chickens with my grandma.
Yeah.
when I go to my grandma's house, always we cook a chicken, and she have a chicken,
Yeah.
and she will say, "Hey, please, let's go to kill the chicken."
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
It's the only animal that I ever. How do you say? Is
Slaughtered. Slaughtered. Yeah. Slaughtered.
Slaughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
Yes.
chickens.
Slaughter is the word that we use. Well, you can use it a couple different ways, but usually when you're talking about animals for food, of course it means to kill them, but to slaughter them means specifically like you're going to also
To eat the animal?
Yeah, you're going to kill them somehow, but then you're also going to cut them up to eat, for meat and stuff, or cook them, or yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Antonio, what about you?
I am very sorry for the vegetarian people, but I have to answer yes. Many years ago, when my relatives of the countryside came home to spend holidays, Christmas, or some days.
Yeah.
They usually brought a couple of chickens or rabbits, and my uncle taught me how to kill a rabbit with a cup in the neck.
Oh,
the neck.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I understand it's not very kind of, or not very polite, but people used to do this thing.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Well, it's a way of life, yeah.
Buy these animals in the supermarket, but many years ago it was usual. Or
Sure.
even I remember when I was a child, I have an aunt who breed pork, and she caught a killer, and a butcher killer. I don't know the real name. And when I was in her home, they killed the pork, and the whole family helped her to do the different kind of food.
Cutting up the meat and stuff, yeah.
Jam, etc.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was an experience very hard.
Yeah, I think some people it affects them more deeply, and then other people it's more like they accept it as a way of life, like a necessary thing. Like if you're going to eat meat, this is how you get it, So here in the United States, people definitely still hunt and fish, and they do things like that, and then if you raise your own animals, a lot of times you also do the slaughtering and the cutting and everything like that. But we also, of course, have people who that's their job, and so they do it all the time, and those are the butchers. So that word, the butcher, is the person who, cuts up your meat and everything. Yeah. Alessia, what about you? Have you ever had to slaughter an animal?
No, and I think it's a very interesting topic, but I'm borderline. As you see in my picture, I have a rabbit.
Yeah.
But I'm not vegetarian. I thinking about it, and I think your story is very interesting because you change, and I wanna know why you change your opinion and your idea. And for me, it's very strange because I like meat, for example, chicken, but sometimes eat meat give me a guilt. And I think, for example, the meat is not very good for the health and your spirituality. And in this kind of world, in our time, I think we lost the real need about the food in the west of the world, for example. And sometimes we throw the food, and it's not a great use of food, that. And I'm opposed at the intensive farming. There is an inhuman and cruel attachment, not attachment, use of kill the animal. But I can understand the farm because my grandmother have farms and he have a kitchen and rabbits.
Yes.
I have a story. When I took the past of take is took.
Yeah, when I took. Yeah.
When I took my pet Lilo, my grandmama said me, it's so nice, but it's skinny to eat for Easter. And hey, grandmammy, this is not to eat. Okay, this is an example.
Yeah.
I think that you have a chicken, you have a farm, you don't give at your animal medicine or
drugs, yeah.
Grow up very fast, and you kill him when you really need it. It's good. It's another kind of kill.
Yeah.
I don't like when you put many animal in the how do you say like industrial
farming. Yeah.
With no light, with no space, and they can see the sun, eat grass. That's not good.
Right. Yeah. So that's, I mean, I wrote a little bit for you in the chat there. That's basically, I was vegetarian for 10 years, and then once I started to have children, I realized I needed to eat for nutrition more animal protein, but I didn't want to eat just regular. I don't like factory farming. Like this is called factory farming, where the chickens are like this or the cows look like this. So I had some land, so we raised our own food. And I liked it better that way. I don't raise my own food now, but I only buy like grass-fed beef or organic eggs, you know, things like that. So
I think that it look like as Matrix, you know, the movie Matrix.
The Matrix, yeah.
Yeah, when the humanity became the food, no?
Yeah.
Food is the same thing.
Yeah.
If you imagine to become a meat, you can feel what the animal feels.
Yeah.
In this kind of situation. And sorry, I don't think that the meat is very important for protein. My mommy is a teacher of nutrition, of food and alimentation. It's right.
Yeah, nutrition. Yeah.
And we can find everything in vegetables and in other kind of food. It's I think it's only a flavor what we're looking for.
Maybe. Yeah. I think everybody's different. From what I've over my years and all the different diets everybody's been on, everybody's different, and it depends on a lot of different factors for your culture, your history, your where you're living.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sure.
respect your opinion, and so sometimes I eat meat. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Ken, what about you? Have you ever slaughtered an animal?
Not. Is animal include shells? Shell.
Shellfish?
Yeah.
Like shrimp or something?
Not
Lobster?
shrimp. Shell.
Lobs-
Shell like
Oysters?
oyster. Yeah.
Oysters?
Like.
No. I don't think
Not
so.
good to know. And yeah, but I consume a lot of meat, so I'm guilty about that. And I found recently I found a very weird picture on the internet. Nowadays, researchers study about brainless chicken to solve the very bad conditions chicken.
What?
So genetically modified chicken and
Oh, whoa,
it
weird.
has only meat, no
Oh,
brain,
gosh.
so they don't suffer.
Yeah.
But it was a shocking picture. But after that I thought it could be genetically modified is a bit might influence to the badly to humans, but could be the one solution about that
Yeah, never
pretty
heard
bad
of
situation of animal factory.
Wow.
Mhm.
Well, we did read an article one time, maybe earlier this year or last year, where they spent several $100,000 creating a meat patty, so like a hamburger patty, from stem cells. And so they took the stem cells and then they put them together with some cow cells, maybe. I can't remember how they did it. But the basic idea was that you could have meat without killing animals. That was kind of like someday in the future they could create meat without it coming from animals. Therefore, you wouldn't have to kill animals. That was the idea. So, but I don't know. It's an interesting concept. I don't know. Moving forward with technology, people like technology, but of course, living the way we've lived for tens of thousands of years has also worked okay with animals and grains. But the population is bigger now, so that's a bigger problem. Yeah. Okay, so that leads us to number 3. Mary, what if you could know the future? What is one thing that you'd like to know? So about anything related to you or the life on Earth or anything.
Well, I'm very, very curious, so I'd like to know everything. But yeah, because I'm the kind of person that sometimes goes to read in the end of the book to see
what happened,
who is the killer, yeah, what happened, or maybe also the last episode of a TV shows. But so I would be tended to know everything. But when it is about life, I mean, one of the fun of life is also not to know what is going to happen. So maybe I would choose just one thing, and so maybe I would like to know if I'll be able to find the love of my life, or I don't know, maybe if I'll get married, something like this. It would be also interesting to know the way when I'm going to die, but maybe this would have negative effect on me. So maybe it's something that it's better not to know.
Yeah, that would be a weird thing to know, because it would be interesting what you would do. Would you live your life totally differently starting right now, or would you just do the same thing and then like just a little bit before you think you're going to die, change or do something special, or what? Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know it, so it's better not to know it. And live like everyone else, because we are all in the same situation. We don't know what's going to happen, so what should I be different?
Yeah. Although, interestingly, I did see the other day on a Facebook post of one of my friends. She took, you know how they have all those quizzes all the time, and she took a quiz, and I guess her result was, I don't think it told you the day that you're going to die, but it was how you were going to die. And that seemed kind of weird. I didn't want to take that quiz.
Yeah.
It's just for fun, but it's not. It was kind of weird. Yeah. Okay, Joseph, is there something that you would like to know about the future? Could be anything.
I'm not thinking about it because I think that maybe from time to time it's better when we have not about future, because for me it's more interesting live now, live for these moments, and we will see what will be in the future.
Okay. What about you, Hussein?
Yeah, I really want to know how the world looks like in maybe 1 billion years, if
Oh,
it
wow.
lives,
Yeah.
lives in that until that time. Yeah. If I had a chance to know something about the future, I would like to know about the future of the world. If it will continue to live or not,
Yeah.
or go.
Or like be destroyed or
go-
something.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fernando, what about you? What would you like to know about the future?
You know, maybe I prefer that the things happen with a little bit surprise.
Yeah.
But I think that I would like to know if I will be happy or not. Because if I won't be happy, I think that I can change my life in this moment to be happy after.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about the future, because it's like a lot of us think, well, we want to be surprised, but then when we look back on life, some of us say, well, I wish I would have known this when I was 20, you know, or something, but we don't. Okay, Antonio, what about you?
Without hesitation, the numbers of the lottery, but it's impossible. That's why I have never trust in mediums or guesses or something similar. I think it's impossible to know the future. This is a very big problem.
Because too many things going on at once, too complicated to know what will really happen. Is that why? Or
you can guess what is going to happen, but you don't have a crystal ball to know to guess what is going to happen. It's impossible. I think it's better to work day by day to improve your future, your job, your expectations, your family. The only way work and have a bit of luck. I think it's important in the luck in life.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So you like surprises. Alessia, what about you? Is there anything you would like to know about the future?
Good question. I'm not sure that I would like to know the future.
No.
Because I think it's better live in the present and future. Because if you know what happened in the future, will happen. Everything change and that influence your action, like in famous butterfly effect. I prefer the improvisation because know what happened tomorrow. Take away the taste of doing well what you are doing now. And, I think the time is circular, not linear. So I don't like know what happened tomorrow.
You'll just wait and see. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's an interesting question because when you ask this question, it doesn't necessarily say whether or not you'll be able to change the future. Like that's like Fernando said, he might want to know so that he could change it. And then if you could change it, then it wouldn't be the future. So it's kind of like, yeah, why would you want to know something if you can't do anything about it? You know, because of course if it's good, maybe that's good, but if it's bad, then yeah, that would be depressing to know that it's coming.
Yes, but I imagine that our reality is like a puzzle with a lot of pieces. So it's different. It's difficult to have the real control about the future. If you change one piece, everything changes, and you're free, arbitrary. I think you can lose that.
So it sounds like so far nobody believes that anything is predetermined. So some people think that, you know, our lives are predetermined, but it seems like in this class most people believe anything can happen, and it depends on lots of different factors, and so it's hard to know the future, and why would we want to know it? Anyway, Ken, what do you think about the future? Anything you want to know about the future?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I couldn't even imagine this situation in the future. Internet connected world, I can talk with people all over the world, from a room. So I want to know one positive change, not a depressing change. In the future. Yeah.
I want to know something good about the future. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this is the next question. It's kind of similar about the future in the sense that hopefully some problems will be solved in the future that we have now. But if you could solve one, which one would it be? So, Mary, there are lots of problems, maybe war, pollution, you know, climate change, whatever you think is a problem, child abuse, whatever. What would you like to solve? Which problem would you like to solve?
I think that the priority now is the environmental issue of energetic sources.
Okay.
So I'd like to solve that problem, because if you think about all the developing countries, I mean, they are the poorer now, but they also are the countries with the larger population. So they will have the right to make use of the same technology that we are using now, and this will need more energy. So I think that this is a real issue, a real problem. So this is the priority, because we have just one Earth, and we have to live together in the same space. I mean, if we don't manage to solve this problem, this will create even more problem. I mean, wars in the future, maybe in a very late future, it will be a problem, even a worse problem, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Certainly a big issue that people are dealing with right now. Joseph, what problem would you solve?
I would like to solve maybe problem about employment. Because I don't know, but maybe in my country many people are unemployed, and they are very stressful then, and they are without money, and then they don't have money for their children, and for some foods and these things for living.
Great. That's definitely a huge problem.
Yeah.
Just having some kind of way to make some money to live your life, since that's what we need these days is money.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, exactly. Hussein, what problem would you like to solve?
The wars.
The wars.
Yeah.
Okay, solve the problem of killing each other in wars, or just having wars in general.
Wars between the states.
Mm-hmm.
Wars
Yes.
between the states.
Between the states, yeah, countries. Yeah, that would be nice. Imagine
I'm so
if we didn't have any
humanist
wars.
today.
Yeah. I wonder if we didn't have any wars happening, maybe we could have more resources towards solving some of these problems. The wars definitely take a lot of resources and energy and money and everything. Of course, some people make money on those too, but Fernando, what would you like to solve? Which problem would you like to solve? Fernando, I muted you before, so unmute your microphone. There you go.
I think that the most important problem in the world is the less unity and tolerance, because if the world will be better if the countries were as a team or as only one world. Because all the world could be solve the problem of wars or environment or disease, and I think that the tolerance and unity could be solve all the other problems together.
Yeah, that's a good concept. So working as a team, as if we were a team, all of the people around the world working together on the same team. Yeah, on the same team, not a competition or lots of different teams. But yeah, definitely, I think that a lot of people your age probably are wanting that same thing, looking around and seeing how crazy the older people are. Maybe why do we keep fighting? Why can't we just work together? So perhaps that will be in the future. Yeah. Antonio, what would you like to solve?
In my opinion, there are a lot of problems in the world.
Well, yes.
It is a very big problem because maybe a cause of wars. I think people have to improve his culture, studying or reading or doing different things or traveling. Don't believe in so much in religion, because anyone know who is in the other side after the death. Never came up here to say what is the real religion, and I think people have to forget religions and improve his way of life, his way of behavior with the others. For me, it's a big problem.
Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Alessia, what about you? Which one would you like to solve?
Before I agree with my colleagues, I catch many problems.
Yeah.
And they solve with great idea that is, and will concentrate about redistribution of food and water. But I think that if the people don't have a Twitter, it's very hard that can do philosophy, culture, and it's impossible fight prejudice and ignorance. And I think that it's important. It's very important in a West country. but also in the country like Asia or Africa, and where the poverty is very big. Because for example, the pollution, the children that became fighters, or some blood attitude, I think grow where there is ignorance, and ignorance is can be fight only if you give the option to the people to understand what is the best choose to do.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you can eat or drink, I imagine it's not your first idea when you wake up in the morning.
Right. Exactly. So having more people, another way to say that would be to make sure everybody has their basic needs met, and then once they do, they have the time and the energy, the space to start thinking of other things. Yeah, culture, how to solve their own problems, things like that. Yeah. Okay. And Ken, what do you think? What would you like to solve?
Yeah, world has a lot of problems, and I think if I prioritize that, to prepare the kind of basic needs for human. For example, still many people died for hunger.
Yes.
So without enough food, maybe they can not achieve or they can do anything. Just waiting for their dying, and it's sad to see. So yeah, if I prioritize that to to prepare the basic needs for people all over the world.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, a lot of people say that we have enough food. It's just that problem of where it goes, and how it gets there, and we know we waste a lot of food too. So it seems like there's still enough food to feed people. It's just not getting to the right places.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we have only 3 minutes, but the next question is kind of a short question here, because it's just a random question. Would you like to have a snake as a pet? Why or why not? So just give a quick answer, and everybody will have a chance to speak before we finish the hour. Mary, what would you like to have a pet snake?
No, at all, because I don't like it. I am afraid of snakes, and I don't see the point of owning a snake. Why? You can't play with them.
Right. Well, some people do play with them. I used to know a guy who walked around my town with his snake in his jacket. Okay, Joseph, what about you? Would you like to have a pet, a snake?
My answer is no. Really, no. I really don't like them.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Hussein? Would you like to have a?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, a big one or a little one?
Maybe a big one.
A big one. You can lay around on it.
It's strange though. Well,
it's kind of strange.
Snake,
Yeah. Look at that.
I had a turtle. I have a turtle.
Turtles are cool.
They can stick together. They can hang out together.
They can hang out together. All right, Fernando, what about you? Would you like to have a snake as a pet? Fernando, are you there? Maybe something happened with your microphone. Okay, why don't we go to Antonio?
Definitely not. I don't. I hate snakes.
You hate snakes.
It's a sign of something terrible is going to happen if I rave with a snake. Something terrible is going to happen. I don't like a snake. I hate.
You hate snakes, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they're different groups of people. That you either love them or you hate them. So, what about you, Alessia? Would you like to have a pet snake?
Obviously not, because as you know, snake, like my grandmama ate a rabbit.
Uh-huh.
And but I have a meet with a python, because my friend Dominic, a python in his home, and is free in a home. And I remember one time I go on the stairs, and the python come down back from the
Oh my gosh!
My face with a tongue and its little eyes, and it's very scared me up.
Wow! Yeah. Wow.
Now I don't trust about snake.
Yeah.
Snake.
Yeah. I know. I think it. I don't know. It could. Yeah. It just seems like it's in their nature to eat things, and so especially if you have one of these big ones, they might just squeeze you. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Okay, Ken, what about you? Snake or no?
No way.
No way. No way. Yeah. My son used to want to have a snake, but we never bought one, and eventually he decided he didn't want one anyway, so that was good. Okay, Fernando, did you ever fix the microphone issue? No? Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming and participating and answering these crazy questions. And it felt good when you were solving all the world's problems. So that was a good question. And I'll see you another time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Next time.